Hi everyone, I'm Catherine Hassett. I just wanted to take the time today to say a few words about the upcoming Get Your Happy Shape event in Cork next Wednesday on the 9th of April. If you're watching this, chances are you really want to overcome emotional eating and end yo-yo dieting for good. You might have come across Get Your Happy Shape already and you might know what I'm all about. If you do, great. If you don't, scroll down under the video, you'll get lots more information. There'll be a form on the side you can fill out your details and get your free copy of my ebook, The 7 Steps to Overcoming Emotional Eating and Ending Yo-Yo Dieting. That will give you a really comprehensive introduction and useful techniques so that you can see exactly what my approach is all about. Now, the event. The reason why I decided to put the event together was number one, in response to the huge reaction that I've had from Get Your Happy Shape. Now, techniques are one thing, right? I've given you the book, 7 steps, 7 techniques, worksheets to help you put those techniques into practice. If you've been doing that, fantastic. Keep practicing, keep doing them. There's the Get Your Happy Shape Facebook group. If you're a member of that, you'll see how it's grown so quickly and how everybody is there and they're really genuinely helping each other. You know, people are coming on and they're feeling hopeless and people are giving them help and encouragement, and people are coming on asking questions and people are helping them out, even with technical questions. It's really great for me because they're really helping me out as well. But it's not about me. The group was created for you, somewhere that you can go, you can apply the techniques from the book, then you can go and you can get support. So you're getting help from 2 aspects, from 2 areas. Now the event, I suppose it's there, number one, to meet me personally, to see what I'm all about. But more importantly, it's to get more insight into the techniques. When you can understand them, know why they're there, what they're there for, what they're going to do for you, what they're going to help you to achieve. You know, when you can gain that understanding, they'll make far more sense and they'll be far easier to kind of slot into your daily life. Because my goal with this approach is that you can create and empower yourself to change and to deal with no matter what happens in your life down the road. I'm not something that's just going to come out there and say, oh, follow me, I'm going to fix everything and I'm going to help you. That's not what this is about. This is about me teaching you really effective, powerful techniques that when you apply them to your life, you can overcome emotional eating, put a stop to yo-yo dieting, and you can deal with your emotions. You can, handle them, handle what comes up, handle the challenges and the obstacles that you're faced in life, but more importantly, feel in control of what you're doing. You have control over everything that you feel and you do. It just doesn't feel like it sometimes. But you can achieve this by reshaping your mind, and that's what my techniques are all about. But the thing about them is that they're going to be even more powerful when you can really understand what they're all about. Now, I've spent years studying to get to where I'm at. You know, I apply these techniques into my life every single day, and half the time I don't even realise it because they've become such a huge habit for me. But I've had that insight through my training. I can see what makes them powerful. I can see how they work. I can understand how they work. So therefore, it's much easier for me to put them into effect. So I want to pass on that to you. You're not going to have to do the years of training, but spend a couple of hours on an evening with me. I will go through them with you. I will explain them to you. I will show you where they're coming from, what they're aiming to do, how they can actually change your entire life. I know that if you're watching this, you're probably in a place that's not very happy right now. Maybe you spent years and years and years struggling with your eating and your emotions and coping with the challenges that you're faced, or maybe something has happened more recently that has entirely thrown you, and food is what you feel to be the only way out and the only comfort that you can get. I know that when you can be in a place that feels hopeless, where you're disgusted with yourself, where you're ashamed of yourself, where you're so despondent that you feel nothing has worked up to now, so why would anything work? I'm the failure here. I'm never going to be able to change. I'm stuck with this body shape. We can have all of these thoughts and beliefs about ourselves because of what's gone in the past. But if you feel like a failure in terms of changing your body shape and your eating, it's probably because you've gone through years of dieting. And diets do not work for emotional eating. You'll hear me say this over and over and over. They do not work. In fact, they make it worse. You go on a diet, you change your behaviour. You restrict yourself, you tell yourself, I can't, I shouldn't, I need to eat this, I can't eat that. And that's fine, okay, in terms of you're managing, you're being taught how to change your behaviour in terms of what the diet thinks is the best thing you can do. But it doesn't help you in any way to address your attachment to food, which is where the emotional eating comes in. You have an attachment to food that has come from somewhere along the line over the years. This isn't about beating yourself up and blaming yourself from where this has come from. This is about just looking at where we are now. But where we are now, this attachment you have to food has come from somewhere, and it needs to be addressed before you can move on. A diet doesn't help you to look at that attachment to food. It doesn't help you to look at why you're reaching for the food. It doesn't help you to sort out your connections, to deal with your emotions, any of that. It's just telling you you're overweight, this is what you have to eat and not eat so that you can lose weight. It's not going to help you to overcome emotional eating. The only way you'll overcome emotional eating is getting inside your mind and reshaping what's going on in there. It sounds like a daunting task, and I know maybe part of you is feeling overwhelmed as well at this stage, looking now thinking, oh, I'm going to do something else, but sure, look, everything else has failed. What's going to make this different? What's different about my approach is that it's my approach. I spent years training and studying. I've spent 18 years of my own life struggling. I've created this. I've taken the most powerful techniques out of my training, combined it with what I know to be general experiences for people in this situation, and I've combined and put that all together, and I have created something that's very powerful, that's very successful, and that I know works, but it's mine. You know, I'm not shifting it out to other people. I'm not franchising this approach. This is me. I am it. I'm passionate about this. I know there are people struggling. It breaks my heart every day when I read stories on the Facebook group of what people are going through and what they're struggling with. And I sincerely want to help people to get out of that place more than anything. And I suppose, in a way, I feel that all the years that I've spent studying and training and going through my own struggles has brought me to this place. And now I feel that I have something that I really can pass on and really help people to get out of that horrible place, take control of their lives. I know what it's like to come out the other side. I know what it's like to have taken control, to be free from food, free from thinking about points and calories and I'm on this diet, and if I do that, I'm off the diet and I'm a failure, and, you know, counting this, that and the other and adding things up and, you know, having to run 4 miles to work off the fact that you had a biscuit that you shouldn't have had. It will all go. It will all disappear. You'll learn how to take control, how to look at food in the natural way, you know, to eat for fuel. Enjoy it. You're still allowed to enjoy food even though it's for fuel. But when you're eating the natural way is about listening to your body. Your stomach will tell you when it's hungry. Your body will tell you when it's had enough. When you're eating for your head, that's where your body shape is going to suffer, and you will suffer. So again, I'm talking for too long, so I'm going to stop now. I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about what my approach is all about. And this event is a place where you can come. Bring your book, print it off with you so that you can take some notes, but I'll provide paper and pens for you anyway. But I'll be going through each of the techniques in far more detail. I'll be telling you how they came about, how by applying them into your life, in the different situations that you're faced with, that you can really, really change. Take control and you can really change. You'll leave feeling far more motivated, lighter in yourself, more empowered, a little bit happier possibly, or maybe a lot, who knows, but you'll have to come along and find out. But my approach is here to stay. I'm not a fly-by-night. I'm not trying to flog you the latest mad fad. This is an approach that really works. I'm passionate about it, and I genuinely want to help you to reshape your body, reshape your mind, and reshape your entire life, and help you to overcome emotional eating and put an end to yo-yo dieting. So go below, have a read of the information that's underneath. Down below, there's options of what seat types are available. Basically, if you join the Facebook group, you get an extra discount. Now, this event is hugely discounted. It's the first event of this kind, so I've put the bare minimum price on the seat, but I can guarantee you it's going to be well worth the money. Just think of it. How much would you pay to change your life, to be happier, to put an end to this emotional eating and this yo-yo dieting vicious cycle. Look, I'm Catherine Hassett. I really hope to see you there on the night. Go below, book your seat, and I'll see you there. Be your best, be happy.